Hello, everybody. Hi, Tina. Hi, Desi. Hi, Tank. Hi, Eileen. I hope you are all well tonight. Oh, we got a puppy that snuck in. Hang on, I gotta close the door again. It's okay, Charlie. You're all right. Okay. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yes, I am so excited about tonight, you guys. I have a bunch of questions for us. Some will be funny, some are serious. I'm sure we will laugh though and have a great time, as we always do on trivia night. I love trivia night. It is my favorite night of the week, and I thank each and every one of you guys for being here and supporting me. Shall we get started? I will read you the categories I have and then we will start. Hi, Sherry. We have famous haunted places, regional dialect, nursery rhymes, wedding traditions, food trivia. Hello, Steve. How are you tonight? Candy trivia, classic rock music lyrics, 80s trivia, and a now and then. And it is from a Chicago area newspaper. The date is July 5th, 1972. When we get to that category, I will explain it a little bit more. Hi, Deb. All right. You 80s trivia? I debated on that one, but I think everybody pretty much knows the 80s. Hi, May. Yes, it is varied up this week. I did try to put a mixture of everything in here this week from the suggestions that you guys had given me last Thursday. So if you guys are ready, we will start with famous haunted places. Question number 1. What room is the ghost of the Radiant Boy believed to haunt in Corby Castle? Your house, Eileen? What room is the ghost of the Radiant Boy believed to haunt in Corby Castle? I will give you a clue. It is a color of a room. Yes, Tina, I can read them 2 to 3 times if you guys would like me to. I believe the Corby Castle is in England. I'll repeat the question again. What room is the ghost of the Radiant Boy believed to haunt in Corby Castle? I see bathroom, the red bathroom, blue room, green kitchen, the white room, green room, green room, green room. The correct answer, Sherry says furnace room. The correct answer is the pink room. Hi, Neen. So he's believed to haunt the pink room at the Corby Castle, and he goes by Radiant Boy. Question number 2. At Hickory Hill, what was the man known as that believed to have fathered up to 300 children? Right, Sherry? I wouldn't want pink. Yes, always go with your gut. There is pink and purple, so yes. At Hickory Hill, what was the man known as that believed to have fathered up to 300 children? He was a doctor, but what name did he go by? Tired? Are you tired, Tank? The town GP? Dr. Minnie, worn out. He actually went by the name Uncle Bob. Dr. Love. He was disgusting and he should have had to pay child support for all of them. Absolutely. 300 children. And what he has to do with a haunted, famous place, I did not find a connection, but it was one of the questions for the category. So I don't know. Question number 3. Yeah, it had, there was no connection at all that I read what he had to do with a famous haunted place. So he may have haunted the families there. Or he may have haunted his 300 children. I don't know. There was no logical reason why that question was in with haunted places. It is a lot of kiddos. 300. Question number 3. The Whaley House is reported to have sightings of whose ghost? Did he have a camel? He may have. The Whaley House is reported to have sightings of whose ghost? Whaley Wonka. The Headless Horseman. Ichabod Crane. I love the answers that you guys give. The correct answer is Jim Yankee Robinson is who they supposedly report to see sightings of. Hi, Mandy. Question number 4. What was the purpose of the Winchester Mansion originally? Good question, Tina. I have no clue who it is. Jim Yankee Robinson. He's the ghost of the Whaley House. What was the purpose of the Winchester Mansion originally? It was a church, a nunnery, hide spirits that gun killed. Hi, Pebbles, sweetheart. Did they make cigars, Winchesters? They may have, I don't know. Guns. The correct answer that Google gave me for this one was to keep bad spirits away from the owner. That was the original purpose for the Winchester Mansion, was to keep bad spirits away. They were Winchesters. Question number 5. The Bell Witch is believed to be whose spirit? Yes, these are some tough ones. The famous haunted places, they are. The Bell Witch is believed to be whose spirit? Mr. Ding Dong, Wicked Witch of the West, my ex-mother-in-law, Steve. An evil spirit that plagued the Bells family. Her name was actually Kate Batts, Batts, and she was considered to be the Bell Witch. Question number 6. I think we should all get this one. What was the Alamo used as in March of 1836? We are flunking the exam here. It's just for fun. Hello, Michael, sweetheart. A peeing spot? Hi, Kim. A fort. Michael said fort. Custer's last stand. Fort. A fortress to fight Santana the Spanish. Jail, a gun shelter. It was actually a fort, but because of how many soldiers actually did die there, it is one of the most famous haunted places. Last question for famous haunted places. Which ghosts have not been said to haunt the Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana? Ask about Emily Morgan. Tina, I just asked Google to give me trivia questions on haunted places, and a category for famous haunted places came up. So that's where I got these questions from. Was I can't remember the name of the site. Fun Trivia, I think it is. Louise Carpenter. The correct answer is Robert Scottworthy is supposedly the ghost that has not haunted the library in Evansville, Indiana. Oh, across from the Alamo, a hotel. Okay. Yes, they are fact checked. All right. Regional dialect. Yes, Casper should be famous, but there was not one question in there about Casper at all. All right, regional dialect. Question number 1. How do you pronounce the word caramel? Is it caramel or caramel? How do you pronounce it? Caramel or caramel? Caramel, 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 caramel. Number 2. Caramel, caramel, caramel. 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 I love that, Michael. Depends on which type. Caramel. I pronounce it caramel. I always have since I was a kid. And I think that's because my mom and my grandma did as well. Question number 2. How do you pronounce mayonnaise? Is it man-aze, M-A-N-A-Z-E, or man, naze? Mayonnaise. That's caramel for candies, caramel for sauce. Yeah, mayonnaise, mayonnaise. I get confused. I just call it mayonnaise too. Mayonnaise. All caramel to you? Yep, me too. Mayonnaise. Yep. Mayo. Yep. That was an option, but I didn't know how many would actually say mayo. Duke's real mayo. Yep. Getting hungry. Question number 3. How do you pronounce pajamas? Is it pajamas or pajamas? Oh, PJs. Yep, PJs. That's me too. Pajamas. Yep. Or jammies. Yes. I always say PJs. It's just so much easier than the debate of pajamas or pajamas. Number 2, May. PJs, yes. PJs is so much simpler to me. Or jammies. Question number 4. What do you call a small lobster-like creature that appears in fresh water? Do you call it a crawfish, crayfish, or a crawdad? Michael, yes. Shorts or boxers? Boxers, absolutely. I love men's boxers. They are so comfortable to wear. Yes, there is a couple of ways to say different words. Even though they're spelled exactly the same, it's totally different. You have lobsters there. Hi, Dawn. Mud puppy. I see lots of crawdad, mud bug, crawfish, crayfish, crawfish, crayfish, crayfish, long A. Yep, I've always called them crayfish as well. You would call it a crayfish too? Yes, I don't eat. Nope, I won't eat them. Not at all. You dissected them in a science class? I always got the worms in the pig brain, the cow heart. All right, number 5. What would you say to address multiple people at the same time? Do you say you all, you guys, or y'all? Frogs, yes, dissecting frogs too. I don't eat them, period. So I would not suck the head. Nope, I won't. I don't eat them. You guys, y'all, you guys, y'all, you all, y'all, you guys, mostly y'all at times. I'm not Southern, you all, you guys, or y'all. Hey, But now you say y'all. Y'all know I'm Texas. I used to say you all, but when I lived in Texas for a year, I would say y'all, and it just stuck. So I still say it to this day. Nancy, you say you guys? Everyone? This next one's going to be a fun one too. What is it called when you sell unwanted items in your neighborhood? Do you call it a yard sale, garage sale, rummage sale, or junk sale? Oh, thank you, Desi. You're a Yankee. Garage sale, yard sale, tag sale, rummage sale, yard sale, yard sale. Garage sale is what I used to call it, but living here they call it a yard sale. Garage sale, all of the above. Yard sale, yard sale. Yard sale, garage sale, depending on if it's in the yard or the garage. That's what they say in Tennessee. Yard sale, less letters to put on the sign. Yes. You're a Yankee too? Yard sale, garage sale, but outside. I myself call them junk sales, but one person's trash is another person's treasure. So I've always just called them junk sales. Last question for regional dialect. You're a Yankee down south. You're in Connecticut but want to live in Tennessee. I would love to be in Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Oklahoma area. That would be perfect. Even Arizona. The upper northern part of Arizona would be beautiful. All right, last one. How do you pronounce the word crayon? Is it crayon, crayon, or crayon? Michael, you'd love to be back in Connecticut? Aw. East Tennessee. Hi, Kathy. Crayon, crayon, crayon. I would like to be where no snow and no flies. Crayon, 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 crayon. Wow. So you guys all are pretty much all talking the same language for the dialect part. All right, guys. Next category, nursery rhymes. A marine's meal. Colors. I always just called them crayons. I didn't. Hearts for you too. Yes, we do talk yarn. We love to talk yarn. Absolutely, Pebbles. I do that all the time, May. Nursery rhymes. Question number 1. Which nursery rhyme is about a mouse running up a clock? Yes, this one's dangerous but fun. Crayola's. Crayola was the best. Hickory dickory dock, hickory dickory dock. Absolutely. You guys know that one. Yes, Crayola is still the best. Hickory dickory dock. Well, you guys all know that one. How about number 2? Who went to the pantry to get her pet a treat, only to find the shelves empty? Mandy. Oh, Old Lady in the Shoe, Old Mother Hubbard. You're 25 seconds behind every question, Tank. Uh-oh. Old Mother Hubbard, Old Mother Hubbard. Absolutely. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her dog a bone. Question number 3. The nursery rhyme, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, is a great way to learn to count to 10. What rhyme is used for the number 10? Yes, Desi, me too. Yes, that poor dog had no bone. Your weather's awful, Tank. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. The nursery rhyme, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, is a great way to learn to count to 10. What rhyme is used for the number 10? 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up 6. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a. Yes, a big fat hen. Do it again. You want me to do it again, Desi? Or do it all over again? I've never heard the do it all over again, but yeah. A big fat support hen. There you go. Yeah, there is a couple of different ways, Nancy, that you can say it. Canadians did it again. 9, 10, do it again. Yeah, I always learned it with the big fat hen. Question number 4. When little Jack Horner sat in the corner, what was he eating? Keep it clean. Hi, Mishi, sweetheart. Cottage cheese. A figgy pie. They have the answer of a Christmas pie, but I have seen it with a plum pie. Yeah, it was a pie. Question number 5. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet. What did the spider do while she ate her curds and whey? Yes, you were right. Hubby is wrong. Oh no, Mishi. Crawled up beside her, sat down beside her, sat down. Absolutely. He sat down beside her. Hubby's feeding you the wrong answers. Yep, little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. When the spider crawled up, he sat down beside her and scared little Miss Muffet away. You had an ex, yes, you did. Hubby's fired, Kathy says. You can actually say the whole thing? Yep. What rated version I'm reading? Yes, a spider would scare me away too. Yes, curds is cottage cheese. Whey, I believe, is like a porridge. Next one, number 6. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the what? There's always got to be one out there. Michael, the fork. The bank account. The spoon, absolutely. Are you behind too, Deb? You were never taught these when you were a kid, Michael? My grandmother and my great grandmother always made sure that they did nursery rhymes to us kids. Absolutely. I love cottage cheese. That's my favorite. Last question for nursery rhymes. Where did Peter Pumpkin Eater put his wife? You love cottage cheese too, Desi? Mother Goose. Oh, that's right, Mishi. You didn't grow up in the US. At the sink to watch the spoon that ran away. He couldn't eat her, so I don't know. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Yep, in a pumpkin shell. Next category is wedding traditions. Wished her very well. Never heard the whole story? Those are awful. Yeah, he couldn't feed her. I don't know, Deb. It was just a nursery rhyme. I remember saying them as a kid, and they didn't make sense back then either. And then, yes, and we sing them to our children and other babies. Peter was a little abusive. Yes. Oh my goodness. Hi, Paula. Yes, the real ones are, some of them are, yeah, there's some I wouldn't have dared to read to my child. So he stashed her away. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Rockabye Baby, yes, that one is, I never sang that one to my son. All right, wedding traditions. I do not like green eggs and ham. I don't neither. Yes, even some of the fairy tales are bad. Georgie Porgy, yep. London Bridge. I remember that too. Okay, wedding traditions. Number 1. Brides didn't always wear white. Who started this trend? Yes, that would be nice if we could get them banned. Kardashians, no idea. Snow White, a father somewhere. Must have been a man, someone who thought she was perfect before she got married. The church, Clorox, Queen Victoria, Kardashians. Brides didn't always wear white. Who started this trend? Your guess is a preacher? No idea. Oops. Clorox. I've seen 2 correct answers. And the correct answer was Queen Victoria started that trend. Yep, Mishi got it too. Question number 2. You're on YouTube too much? Which other wedding tradition has been observed by royal brides for 100 years? You would have worn blue? You're on all day? Tank. Something blue. Which other wedding tradition has been observed by royal brides for over 100 years? Wearing a tiara, something borrowed, a sprig of myrtle, something borrowed. A veil, the bouquet maybe. I guess they borrowed the tiara. The rice in the eyes, penny in the shoes, something borrowed, something new, something blue. Yep, royal. They wear white gloves. Actually, Michael, you had it correct the first time. It's adding a sprig of myrtle to the bouquet. Yeah, it's not very long ago, really. Mishi. That's a good question, Kathy. I don't know. It's something that the royal brides have done for over 100 years, was put a sprig of myrtle in their bouquet. From the Myrtles plantation? I don't know. Me either, Sherry. Question number 3. What was the traditional purpose of a wedding veil? Because of Queen Victoria. Well, she started the trend of wearing white. What was the traditional purpose of a wedding veil? To hide from an ex, to hide the face. Guess who? Keep from scaring the groom until it's too late. Purity of the bride, to cover the face because the bride was ugly. Purity. So not as to scare the crap out of the groom. to hide the pox marks, hide who they were marrying. Arranged marriage, not supposed to see who was picked for you. Neen, your hubby just said that. That's what Mishi said. Switch the person you were going to marry. There was several correct answers, and I've seen quite a few of them in the chat. So it was to present an image of virginity, ward off evil spirits, and hide an ugly bride. That was the traditional purpose of a wedding veil. Yep, to show she was a virgin. Ward off evil spirits and hide an ugly bride. Yes, that's exactly what the answer said. Paper bag would have worked too. Michael. I didn't wear one either. Right, Sherry? I know. Which socialite is rumored to have donned the most expensive wedding gown of all time? Tina. Oh my goodness. Hi, Michelle. Princess Diana, Mama June, Teresa, Diana, Princess Diana. I'll give you a hint. She's a Chinese model and actress. Kardashians, Diana or Prince Grace Kelly. The correct answer is Angela Baby. She is a Chinese model and actress, and she had the most expensive wedding dress of all time, but it did not give the price. Angela Baby. I can ask Google if it will tell me. Hey, Google. How much was Angela Baby's wedding dress?
Here's what I found.
Yikes. Her wedding gown is supposed to have cost $31 million. $31 million. Show me a picture of Angela Baby's wedding dress. And that was the dress. $31 million for that. No way would I pay $31 million for a dress that looked like that. All right, Michelle. Yep, it was Dior. Question number 5. What state still requires a blood test to obtain a marriage license? It does. It looks like any other wedding dress. Backwards reading. Sorry. Pebbles, absolutely. Arkansas, you hope, not Texas, New York, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi. You borrowed a sundress, New Mexico, Kentucky, don't want them to be related. Pennsylvania, no state, Iowa. There is actually one state that still does it, and that state is Montana. Montana still requires a blood test. Yep. And Montana is the only state that requires it to this day still. Because you were still thinking about the wedding dress. It was what state still requires a blood test to obtain a marriage license? And it was Montana. And there wasn't a reason why they still require it. It just said that they were the only state left that still requires a blood test for a marriage license. Last question for wedding traditions. What was the traditional purpose for saving the top layer of a wedding cake? Oh, I'm glad, Desi. And it said Montana didn't require it? Huh. When I looked up the questions, it said that it did. For the sickle cell screening, for their first anniversary. Good luck, good luck, good luck on first anniversary. To eat gross old cake, first anniversary. The correct answers is to celebrate their first anniversary, but also to serve guests at your baby christening, is what it said. Not to smash each other in the face? I know. I wish. Food trivia. Question number 1. Do you know where the dish Eggs Benedict came from? Yes. I'm assuming that's what they were thinking, Sherry. You get pregnant on the honeymoon. In your kitchen? Wow, Tank. Yes, I don't like the smashing of the cake either. I see a lot of England. Sir Benedict. Michael says New York City, late 800s. Yay, the late Anthony Bourdain. Actually, Michael, you are correct. Eggs Benedict did come from the USA, New York, between 1860 and 1894. Anthony Bourdain was amazing. I loved to watch him travel around and test different foods. Michael is very smart at trivia. Has been since I started trivia. Everybody copies his answers because he usually gets them right. Question number 2. Everyone who's ever tried Black Forest cake knows how rich and delicious it is. But can you guess which country it comes from? Do you? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, he could be, Sherry. You've never eaten the Black Forest cake? I've tried a few bites of it, but it is extremely rich. I see a lot of Germany, Greece, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Russia, or Eastern Europe. I love that cake. I love Black Forest cake. Mishi says Germany. Germany is absolutely the correct answer. And liqueur from distilled tart cherries is what gives it its distinct taste. Mishi said so. Question number 3. Where does meringue come from? Where does meringue come from? Like lemon meringue pie, egg whites, France, Switzerland, France, egg whites and sugar, eggs, egg whites. Oh, Sherry, the Rainier cherries are so delicious here. Absolutely my favorite cherries here. Egg whites. Nasty egg whites. I guess they should have, they just put where does meringue come from? But it comes from a certain country, and that country is Switzerland. Yes, they are very expensive, Sherry. Yes, be funny. We love to be funny here. Another dessert known as baklava comes from which country? Hungary, Italy, Greece, Palestine, Greece, or Turkey. It says that it comes from Turkey and that it is a Turkish cuisine. And baklava is actually very good. Oh, did she really, Tank? And I missed it? It is yummy. Your mom made it with pecans? I love it. It's really good. Last question for food trivia. Apple pie is something we all love and know. Can you tell me what country it originated from? You order it every Christmas? You've never had baklava? That's really good. USA, England. Fun fact, Bob loves it. Yep. US, England, USA, apple pie has a country. It does. USA, England. Baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie. Never had that either. Dutch. First recipe from 1381 in England. Tasting history with Max Yay. It does come from England, and it says that the earliest recipe is from 1318, printed by English author and poet Geoffrey Chaucer. It is very yummy. Washington State. You've never made a pie in your life? I have, but it's been like a cherry pie. I've never made an apple pie. Banana cream pie. I love that. That's my favorite pie in the whole world. I love banana cream pie. All right, candy trivia. Which candy is said to have defined an American generation? Yes, Michael, absolutely correct. Yes, in a graham cracker crust. You better believe it, Sherry. And homemade crust is the best. No bake pies. I love to do the no bake cheesecakes. Which candy is said to have defined an American generation? I would love to try that, Desi. Candy corn, Hershey bars, Nico wafers, Tootsie Roll, bubble gum, Hershey, M&M's. Remember the impossible pies made with Bisquick? Yes. And now I love to use Bisquick to make those cheddar garlic homemade drop biscuits. Hershey's is the correct answer. Hershey's is what has defined an American generation, they say. Question number 2. You don't like Bisquick? You did see something about Hershey? Wow. Question number 2. The lollipops with gum in the center are called what? I don't eat a lot of junk food either, Deb. I used to, and I used to snack at night, but I don't anymore. I don't drink soda anymore. Blow pops. Yep. Absolutely correct. I don't eat suckers either. A traditional gift you give after a trip is usually what? I love gummies too. If I'm going to have gummies, my vitamins are all gummies. I love the gummy vitamins. And if I do eat sweets, once in a while it's gummy bears, the black licorice, but other than that, I don't. It's a candy. Most of the time it comes in a bag of assorted flavors, and it's a traditional gift you give after a trip. Rock candy, a t-shirt, kisses, taffy, hard candy, to Diet Pepsi. I see 2 answers, 3 answers. 4. Oh, yummy, Michelle, yummy. It is saltwater taffy. That is the correct answer that they say is the most popular traditional gift you give after a trip. Fudge. Oh, homemade fudge is delicious. Peanut butter fudge. The fish-shaped candy is which nationality? The little red fish, and I know Mishi was talking about these last night. It's the fish-shaped candy, and which nationality is it? Yes, Swedish. Sweden, Swedish. Yep, the Swedish fish. You love those fish? I know I forgot to throw a packet of gummies in that Happy Meal I sent you. I was going to put some of the black licorice gummy and gummy bears in there for you, and I forgot. Oh. The soft, fluffy center surrounded by chocolate is what candy bar? They make Swedish fish vodka. Your butt thanks me. The soft, fluffy center surrounded by chocolate is which candy bar? Buttercups, Milky Way, Peanut Butter Cups, Mars, Three Musketeers, Peanut Butter, Three Musketeers, a Mallow Cup. They have Milky Way for the answer. But Three Musketeers and Milky Way to me are pretty much the same candy bar. I don't either. I don't like any of them. Question number 6. My sister used to do that, Mishi. She would get a Three Musketeers or a Milky Way. She would freeze them and then eat all the chocolate off around them and throw the rest of it away. I like Snickers because of the caramel. I think the caramel's the best part of a Snickers bar. Question number 6. The small round candy with a hole in the center are called what? You would keep the center for last? My sister never ate the centers. She threw them away. She would only eat the chocolate coating off of them. Lifesavers, lifesavers, lifesavers. One of them do, Eileen. Lifesavers. Yeah, I think Milky Way has the caramel with the soft center with a thin layer of caramel than the chocolate. Lifesavers is absolutely the correct answer. Question number 7. A Halloween must-have candy is what? Yes, Snickers has caramel. It was Lifesavers. You got it right, Deb. A Halloween must-have candy is gross candy corn. I don't like candy corn either. A popcorn ball. The Winto green, yes. Candy corn, milk duds, candy pumpkins, Tootsie Rolls. Candy corn was the correct answer. Last question for candy trivia. This bag of fiery candy is small but spicy. No, it's not. I don't care for Milk Duds, Red Hots, Fireballs, ooh, orange peanuts, Red Hots. You don't like the cinnamon ones, Mishi? Hot tamale or red hots? Red hots. Red hots is absolutely the correct answer. All right, guys, we are going to move on. We have 3 categories left. Next one is music lyrics, classic rock. I will read you a lyric, part of a lyric to the song. You tell me who sang it. Question number 1. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. Oh no, Mishi. Oh. No, you don't know anything about music? Deb says she's done too. The Who. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. Oh, it's just for fun. It don't matter if you get it right or wrong. It's just fun. He learned after that? Good. Credence. You know the song? The correct answer is The Eagles. Greatest Hits, 1975. Oh, well then I guess he'll get a free pass on that one, Mishi. One of these nights, absolutely, Pebbles. Question number 2. You still have the dish? Aw, that's sweet. Question number 2. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. And take your Eagles card away. Desi says Billy Joel, Fresh Prince, Billy Joel, Billy Joel. This category is classic rock music lyrics. I'll read you the lyric, you guess who sings it. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. My roommate's out there screaming the answer. And yes, it was Billy Joel. It's still rock and roll to me. 1980. Question number 3. He says 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Who sang this? Hubby, had you turned up the volume? He says 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Who sang this? Someone who couldn't count? He's singing it but doesn't know. Pebbles says Beatles. Hall and Oates. Beatles. Crazy Man. The correct answer is The Beatles. Come Together, 1969. Good night, Paula. Thank you for being here. These might be the names of the albums. That's what they gave me was The Beatles, Come Together, and then the year 1969. Question number 4. I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. Love you too. Sleep well. Oh, I don't sing. I don't sing at all. I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. I can't sing. I don't sing.
That's for sure.
Listen to Mr. Crafty out there. He's saying that's for sure. He don't like it when I sing because I cannot sing. Tank will sing for us. It is the Rolling Stones, Angie, 1973. Question number 4. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Yeah, Eileen's right. Even if I could sing, I don't think I would because I could get in trouble by YouTube and I don't want that. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Charlie, what's his name? It was actually The Animals, House of the Rising Sun, 1964. You guys should all know this next one. I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. House of the Rising Sun, The Animals, 1964. I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Bruce Springsteen, Eagles, Kenny Rogers, Steve Miller Band. Steve Miller Band is absolutely correct. Rock Me, 1976. Last one. I've got my back against the record machine. Back to your high school years? Yep. I got my back against the record machine. That was the only lyric that was in there. I got my back against the record machine. Joan Jett, Van Halen, Aerosmith, Blonde. '73. The correct answer is Van Halen, Jump, 1984. We got 80s trivia and a now and then and now category left. The song was Jump by Van Halen, 1984. All right, 80s trivia. Question number 1. Who was the president of the United States in 1980? Yes, not to be confused with Jumpin' Jack Flash. Who was the president of the United States in 1980? Mishi says Carter, Ford, Reagan, Ronald Reagan, Ronald Reagan, Ronald Reagan, Carter, Reagan. The correct answer is Jimmy Carter was the president in 1980. Question number 2. The peanut farmer. What 1980 movie introduced the world to horror villain Jason Voorhees? Not good with politics. Right, Sherry? And she still got it. Friday the 13th. Wes Craven, Friday the 13th. Halloween, Friday the 13th. Freddy and Halloween. Jason is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Absolutely, Friday the 13th. In 1980, Friday the 13th, it was introduced to the horror villain Jason Voorhees. Question number 3. You saw it at a drive-in and it scared you? Yeah, I don't like any scary movies, so I don't watch them. Question number 3. What iconic reggae singer died in 1981? Those movies are hysterical, really? You love horror? I don't. I get scared. Oh, you had to take an American government class. Bob Marley, Bob Marley, Marley, Marley. Absolutely, it was Bob Marley. This one's a funny one. Question number 4. What popular 80s hairstyle is often described as business in the front, party in the back? Reggae's your favorite music? Yes, he was king of reggae. You are right. Mullet, mullet, mullet. Yes. Most awful haircut of all times. Absolutely. Yep, it was the mullet. Joe Dirt. Yes. That movie was so funny. There's a new movie about him. I know, there's a new Beetlejuice movie out too. You just went to a reggae concert last week? Oh, nice. Yes, it was. That was one of the most awful haircuts ever. Question number 5. What 1984 film featured a fuzzy creature named Gizmo? Hola, Maritza. Yeah, Billy. Yep, and New Twister too. Yep. There's a couple of good movies out in the theaters right now. Gremlins, 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 Gremlins. Achy Breaky Heart. Yep. Gremlins. Gremlins was absolutely correct. Good job. Yes, Gremlins. Thank you, Tina. Have a safe rest of your night. Yes, do not get them wet. Do not get Gizmo wet. Thriss is calling us hers now. Aw. Thriss is a sweetheart. Thriss is the one that encouraged me to start my channel. Yes, and don't feed them after midnight. But I always wanted a gizmo. I thought they were the cutest little things until I seen what happened when they got wet and you fed them after midnight. Then I didn't want one anymore. But Furby, yeah. Furbies were cute too. Question number 6. What was the name of the car in Knight Rider? No bright lights. Yup. Yeah, wasn't there 3 or 5 things you couldn't do to Gizmo? Yeah. Kit. Yep. You guys got it. Last question for 80s trivia. What popular color-coded puzzle toy made its debut in the U.S. market in 1980? Dutchland loved the Hoff. He was good back in the day. Yeah, poor Gizmo, he was a little tortured. Rubik's Cube. Absolutely. You guys know your 80s, that's for sure. All right, guys, last category, and then I will ask you guys for some ideas for next week. This is a then and now. It is from a Chicago area newspaper, July 5th, 1972, in its grocery prices. I will give you a question of what was the price, and then you give me a price of then and now. So, question number 1. What was the price of ribeye a pound? In 1972, what was the price? And what do you think the price is roughly around now? This one's a little scary. Mishi says $1.75 then, $7.99 now. 99 cents then, $7.99 now. 19 cents then, 13 now. According to the Chicago area newspaper, this is from July, and this I'm guessing is Chicago prices now. They said that then ribeye was $2.49 a pound. Now $17.50 a pound. You want to shop where Sherry goes? So, yep, they're saying that ribeye for a pound, the price of ribeye in 1972 was $2.49 a pound. Now it's $17.50 a pound. Yeah, and like I said, these are Chicago prices, so it's different for each state. Even though Chicago's prices are pretty close to what I pay here. Question number 2. How much was a gallon of vanilla ice cream? A 1972 price and a now price for a gallon of vanilla ice cream. That Wagyu beef is very, very good, but it's very expensive. $1.29. then, $4.29 now, 79 cents then, $6.99 now. You don't eat ice cream, 50 cents then, $7 now. 2 and 10, 4.75, 15, 59, 7.99. They have in 1972 it was a $1.29, now $9.06. How about a gallon of milk? Then and now. That's about right for what I pay here. Anywhere between $8 and $10 for a gallon of ice cream. It's ridiculous. $7 for a half gallon there. Wow. $5 now. 99 and 5.99. And you don't buy ice cream? I don't buy it either. I don't eat sweets, so occasionally have sherbet. Desi says $1.50 to $5 now. It says then milk was 89 cents a gallon, now $6.25. Oh, Sherry, that is expensive. But that's what one bedroom apartments go for here. So yeah, for a studio apartment, that's high. Buy one, get one free. Yep. Don't buy milk, kids growing up. You were very close, Mishi. So were you, Deb. Yes. Might have bird flu. Yeah, that's outrageous, Eileen. There's no way I would do that. Question number 4. How about bacon? The price then and the price now per pound. This is a pound. So for a pound of bacon in 1972 and a pound of bacon now. Hokey peekers, Pebbles, that's nuts. Oh my goodness, Deb, that's crazy. You get yours on sale? They have for bacon 79 cents a pound then, $5.55 a pound now. Same here, Mishi. Thank goodness, yes. Paid, not a penny owed. Wow, Pebbles. Cheaper than here. Yeah, that's outrageous, man. How about for coffee? That's expensive. You did almost get it. And you don't buy bacon? That was good. Yes, for coffee, a pound. This is by the pound. Yes. Like, I guess you can, they didn't say if it was coffee beans or if it was coffee. It was just coffee by the pound. $2.99 then, $12.99 now, $20 a pound. You don't like coffee? $1.99 to $7.99. That's great, Pebbles. I'm glad you got that. 2 and 10, love my coffee. I am a coffee fanatic. In 72, people didn't buy the beans. Nope, I didn't think they did back then. Iced coffee. I love to make the peanut butter frost iced coffees. Those things are so good. They said for coffee then 66 cents a pound. Now around 4.57 a pound. That's what I would have to do, Deb. If I ever wanted to go out on my own in an apartment, it would have to be a subsidized one based on my income, or I could never afford an apartment nowadays. For $3.50, 12 ounce. How about for a chuck roast by the pound? Amen, Pebbles. Never seen the pistachio one. I don't think I would like that because I don't care for pistachio pudding. I don't care for the pistachio nuts. Not my thing. You don't buy chuck roast anymore? Chuck roast is a little tough. But they have it as 65 cents a pound in 72, now around 4.50 a pound. How about for cantaloupes? 80/20 ground chuck was $5.99. That's a good price. Here it's outrageous. That's about the only way to cook it is slow cook it, either in a slow cooker or the Instapot. Cantaloupes for then, they had 11 cents a pound, now around 71 cents a pound. Last one. How about 1 ear of sweet corn, then and now, for 1 ear of sweet corn? Makes great egg rolls. They make great pulled pork barbecue too. 5 cents, now $1.50, 10 cents, now $1, 5 cents, now $2. 10 cents, $1.60. Hubby Cubby shops for us because my legs aren't strong enough, so I'm pretty clueless to prices these days. I don't go out either, does he? Roommate does all of the grocery shopping. I don't go out. You can't buy just one, 3 for $5. You just bought the sweet corn on sale, 5 for $2. That's a great price. Farmer's market is $1. Grocery store, 50 cents. Yeah, grocers can be expensive. Sometimes the farmers markets you can get good deals. Sometimes their prices are higher than the grocery store. It's a 50-50 chance if you go. They have, in 72, it was 5 cents an ear. So I seen a lot of you guys get that right. Now they say it's 35 to 55 cents for 1 ear of corn. 13 years, it's $8. You buy at the farmer's market. We do a lot of uh, those little fruit stands, farmer markets, because you can get the stuff cheaper there than you can at the grocery store. Yeah. Blame Google and where I find the trivia questions from. Because when I do trivia, I'll just grab my phone and I'll just hit the microphone and then I say, show me trivia questions for haunted places. And then it comes up with all different types of different sites that have the questions and answers. Most of the time, I use this fun trivia. True. And I'm sure that this is not all the way up to date for 2024 when I ask questions. So I wish they would because it doesn't there's no need for our groceries to be as high as they are. It's it's highway robbery. And then they wonder why we have so many starving families in America. We can't afford to feed everybody because you guys keep jacking the prices up on us, and yet the cost of living and pay raise doesn't go up along with all of the cost of living prices. Yeah, it is. It's terrible. And that too, Pebbles, that's ridiculous. They expect people to survive on absolutely nothing. But yet they want to increase the raise price of rent, car insurance, gasoline, groceries, medical, dental, any type of health care. The prices are outrageous. Prescriptions are extremely expensive. But yet they don't give us a $20 cost a year of or increase of cost of living a year. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then if you do have to go ask for extra help, let's say for extra medical assistance, food assistance, rental assistance, anything like that, nope, forget it. You know, if you can't work, what are you supposed to do? When your doctor tells you you absolutely cannot work, here's all your paperwork. You can never work a day in your life again. So what are people supposed to do? Then they wonder why we have so many homeless people, so many robberies. It's there's your answer. Yep, it is. It's by the grace of God for all of us every day of our lives. Exactly, Sherry. What happens then if they do? It's ridiculous, you know. I hear you, Pebbles. I can't neither. Three different doctors all have signed the papers and stated never again. And then if they take Social Security away for like people like Sherry, me, Nancy, yeah, who's gonna take care of us then? And when we did work, we paid into that. So exactly, more will be homeless, more will be starving, there'll be more robberies, and then there'll be more violence because people will be fighting over everything. It's just a non-stop cycle, I guess. Nancy, are you kidding me? She was only there as they wheeled her by and you'd already gotten a billing? That's ridiculous. That's nope. Exactly, Deb. And then when you're in a situation like that, it's hard. It really is. Lost your disability once you got married. I don't think that's fair either. You worked all those years, you paid in to get that so that when you retire or have to medically retire, and then if you decide you fall in love and want to get married, they take it away from you. That's not fair either. Yeah, I would have shook my head too. That's absolutely ridiculous. Pebbles, I would in a heartbeat. Hi, Daigo, honey. And you Tank can't get it until he retires. See, I think that's so ridiculous. Yeah, be very lucky if you get $100 raise. I've been lucky to get a total for both Social Security and disability, a total of a $44 increase. Woohoo! What's that supposed to buy? Yeah, the YouTube family is absolutely amazing. And I'm glad that we all support each other. We all stand together. We This community is absolutely amazing. I am absolutely blessed and honored to be a part of it. I really am. This the YouTube community is absolutely amazing. Yep, that's true too, Deb. And then you do see others out there that my mom was telling me about a gentleman in Florida that lived in the community she lived in. He was 96 years old and still worked every single day, 8 hours a day at a grocery store, getting carts from the parking lot. That was his job. He loved to do it, and he had to do it just to help pay for his place to live and food on the table. 96 years old and was still going to work every day. He should not have had to do that. He was a soldier. He fought for our country. Was and is now a veteran and still working at the age of 96 because he can't afford to live without it. In Florida, I believe my mom said it was. It used to be impersonal. I try to interact with each and every person that comes in. I try to acknowledge them. I try to have a little bit of a conversation with them because that's how everybody has been to me when I go to their lives. They always greet me, say a little something, and that means the world to me. So I want to do that to others and treat them the way I've been treated on the YouTube streets. Yeah, I believe it was too. Absolute disgrace that at 96 years old, a soldier that fought for our country has to work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, just to make sure he can eat and have a roof over his head. Absolutely ridiculous. So, any ideas for some categories next week? If you guys can't come up with any now, we can discuss it tomorrow morning on the catch up uh, live. Yes, absolutely. Can be very happy here. Bod does that a lot. She is a night owl. She really is, and I've seen her quite frequently coming on and doing late night lives. Absolutely, Deb. I do too at times. More haunted places, board games. More haunted places. I don't think she ever sleeps either. You're a night owl. If I go to bed early, sports trivia. We haven't done sports in a while. In a long while. Sometimes you're up 24 plus hours. Board games. Got that done. That's the first one I will look up. Movie trivia. A certain era of movies or a certain type of movies. Horror movies, comedy, drama, true. Strange foods. A high tomorrow of 80. Wow. I think that would probably be a no-no, Desi. Just because most say no religion, politics. Otherwise, I probably would have done that already. Old shows on TV. Same here, Daigo. 100 plus, and it has been for probably 7 weeks, maybe almost 8 weeks now. We've had nothing but black and white movies and TV. True, Chris, but because we didn't like debate on it and it was more based on a game question because of trivia, I think that's where I can skirt around that because it is a trivia question and it was due to a specific category of a certain era. Good night, Deb. Thank you for being here. Good night, Michelle. %85 humidity. The only like history trivia I've done was the one we did last week on, I think it was the figures and movements. And then like 80s trivia. I guess that could be considered history. Things associated with symbols. Oh, you were saying good night to Michelle. Okay. Things associated with symbols. All right, got that one. Wars, famous buildings. And then wars. Like a commercial jingle, that would be good. And I like that one, influential women. like music history. Gonna be hours before you go to sleep. I got the influential women in history. Bizarre medical. That would be a fun one. You watch 48 hours on YouTube till you fall asleep. Music in a decade. Any certain decade, like 40s, 50s, 60s. More food trivia. Food trivia is fun. Household items made from things we would never guess. Pick one of each time. Well, yeah, being I do 7 to 8 questions, so I could do one from each decade. Strange allergies, herbal remedies. The strange ones are always really fun. Every Thursday night, Desi. Every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We do trivia. Any of the Star Trek? Got that down. You guys, and then you guys. I love that. Good night, Desi. Sleep well, honey. Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. I think I could get away with that one, Sherry. Oh, Daigo, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you lots of hugs and healing prayers. Dateline Crime TV, I would love to do that one. You're welcome, sweetie. If you ever need to talk, just send me an email or message me. I'm here for you. Old TV shows, we could do that one too. Certain era, Chris, like 60s, 70s TV, 80s. It's Ewan's. Longest crimes unsolved. My goodness. I have lots of 70s and 80s for the old TV shows. Got it. The Dahlia case. You like the old black and white? I agree, Pebbles. I agree. I do. Yeah. There's probably some that will probably never be solved. And that's sad. Green Acres, Petticoat Junction. Yeah, those are good old shows. Mr. Ed the Talking Horse, The Honeymooners, yep. Gilligan's Island, Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days. Old pirate movies. Yeah. Family Affair, yep. Uh, the Jeffersons. Yeah, I believe that too. Yep, I Love Lucy. That was a good one. Uh, Mel's Diner with Flo. That was a good one too. Why It Lasted. Family Ties. A lot of them just didn't stick around. Good Times. Yep. Brady Bunch. Yeah, they could with a family match. Cosby's. Yep. Partridge Family. Mr. Grant. Kiss My Grits. Yep. Courtship of Eddie's Fathers. There used to be so many good old shows on. Yep, Alice. Mary Tyler Moore Show. I Dream of Jeannie. My Three Sons. My Favorite Martian. Yep, Mork and Mandy. That was another one. Mork and Mindy. That's what it was. Mork and Mindy. Yep, that was a good one. Leave It to Beaver. Yes. Lassie. That was another good one. Kojak. Exactly. The Hulk, Wonder Woman, Bionic Man. Yep. That's when TV used to be good TV. And now it's absolutely, Sherry's right. Because there's no crime, no violence, no bad language, no nudity, none of that. So they don't make good shows anymore. The Lone Ranger, yes. Emergency, Beretta, All in the Family, The Lone Ranger, Paladin, Gunsmoke. There was a lot of good ones. Slee Stacks. MacGyver. Fantasy Island. Um, oh goodness, what's the one? Heart to Heart, yep. Sleazax. Huff and Puff. I remember that. From the Land of the Lost. Dynasty, that was the one I was thinking of. And was there another one? Dallas, wasn't it Dallas or something? Who shot JR? Yes, Dallas. Yep. Yep, spin-off of Dynasty was what Dallas was, yes. Knots Landing. What was the other one with the one guy that he would say, the plane, the plane. All right, good night, Eileen. Little House on the Prairie was absolutely great. Fantasy Island, yes. Where he would say, the plane, the plane. That was a good one, too. Yeah, Tattoo. That was his name, yep. That was a good show. I used to love that one. Twilight Zone. My grandmother loved the Twilight Zone. Love Boat, yep. The plane, boss, yep. I love that. That was such a good show. Well, you guys gave me enough categories here that if I can't get at least 9 or 10 categories out of all of these that you guys gave me, we'll be in trouble. Grew up watching Dallas and Denver Clan. That's what we called it in Germany. And the Under the California Sun, which was not Flanding. The shows had different names in Germany. That is so cool. Carol Burnett. Yep. Ed Sullivan. Next week will be more funner. Yes, I hope so. And I've noticed that each week I'm getting more and more people, and I love that everybody's really starting to really love this trivia thing and that it's sticking. So thank you guys all for supporting me on that. But yes, it is getting late, so I am going to let you guys go. I will be on tomorrow morning. Hee Haw was another great one. I will see you guys all tomorrow morning at 11:30 Pacific time. We will kind of recap the week and we will discuss a few things for Monday on the new make along coming up of the half circle eyelet shawl. So have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you. Sleep well. Many blessings to each of you. Have a wonderful night, guys. Good night.